Today, we will work on this extremely educational trading practice. It will help us to learn how to trade ongoing momentum. Of course, our best trading view indicator will help us to point out great entry locations. If you are ready, here we start. Let's take a look at this 5-minute Solana chart and break down everything we can learn from just a single time frame. We actually have two very interesting price actions showing up here. First, there is the possible target sitting above the PDH, which is the previous day's high, and right below, a clean support and resistance zone, often called as SR flip zone. As simple as that, we can already identify two key things: a possible entry location and also a possible target. Now, let's zoom into the area a bit closer. Here we notice a very large imbalance sitting right inside our entry zone. And we can also see the very first signs of a possible market structure break starting to happen. As a normal trader, you would probably recognize this opportunity and decide to take the trade. That's perfectly fine. It is a valid setup and there is nothing wrong with this. This is just a very natural trade with the possibility of a very natural loss. But let's think for a moment. What could we have done differently, especially because of this extremely large imbalance zone? Well, one option is that our stop loss could have been widened to cover the entire imbalance area. But here is the real question. Does that give us the ultimate solution? Because when you do this, you will quickly notice that your profit potential becomes much more limited. So these choices are not always easy to make, and giving a final decision isn't simple. Now let's imagine you did take that first trade and unfortunately got stopped out. It is not the end of the world. Then a second trade opportunity shows up, this time with a market structure break and imbalance forming inside the zone. At first glance, you can see that this 2-to-1 risk-reward compact setup worked out really well. However, even then, it might still be wise to cover that imbalance area. Sometimes accepting just 1-to-1 profit ratio isn't the worst thing in the world. Even though a 1-to-1 ratio isn't always ideal, the truth is we sometimes need to accept the reality and be content with the profit we managed to secure. Now let's take a look at this 5-minute Bitcoin chart. We can clearly see two important levels here. One is the previous day's high, and the other one is the previous day's low sitting down below. Above the PDH, we actually have almost relative equal highs as well. And above those highs, there is also a very large imbalance area, which you can notice right away. So overall, we already have some strong reasons why the price could move higher. If you pay attention to the very top, you will also notice a bearish support and resistance flip location. And keep this in mind. Support and resistance flips are not only useful for entries, they can also serve as great targets. This whole zone also lines up with the 112K round number level, which makes it even more interesting. Now, let's think about the entry location. Where should you actually get into this trade? What is the most optimal spot for the entry? If you look down below, you will notice a really clean SR flip area. And just above this level, we can see almost equal lows sitting there, ready for a liquidity sweep. After that, the market structure breaks and we also get an imbalance forming. This setup gives you about 2-hour trading opportunity, which is a very classic move you will see again and again. This kind of trade is not bad one at all. In fact, I've seen a lot of students took this exact trade and even posted the results to me on Twitter. Okay, people, this is it for today. We discussed a lot of important subjects. Please stay safe and see you next time. Completed the free trading course but still need more? My master classes teach liquidity, imbalance, and the market structure in detail. Combine them with forward and reverse trading using momentum superboxes and yo-yo cost average entry models. After that, you will master scalping with a one-screen free TradingView indicator, a revolutionary trading system. Finally, you will learn to invest your profits using my 10-year swing investing with working agent system. Interested? Please see the video description.